Alright, between the casino and movie theater here, trying to get out of the wind. I remember filming last year from Planet Hollywood, from the hotel timeshare thing in Planet Hollywood, about staying when you're winning. My ideology in poker: when things are going well, when you're playing well, when you're winning hands, staying, of course, even if the game is good but you're losing. Like, some people stay just because the game is good, because the players are weak. But if you're losing every hand you play, what's the point? That's how I think about it. So that's still my ideology, to play a lot more when things are going well. I don't remember putting a lot of stats behind it last year. This video, I'm going to show you a bunch of stats to support that. And first, let's look at my best 20 sessions all time. So one of the two ways I meant best is here. On the left, I have this column, which is my 20 most profitable sessions ever. The left column is the money, the right column is the hours. Now, these are the top 20 when I order all my poker days by money. But the other way I mean best is here. Same thing, money on the left, hours on the right. But this is my 20 longest sessions. The right-hand column, the hours, is the 20 longest days I've ever played poker. So there's best in terms of money, best, I mean longest hours. So let's look a little deeper. For one, 5 of these days are the same days. There's that one at the top. There's also this 19-hour one. There is also a 19-and-a-half-hour one, and if you're wondering way back, I rounded to the nearest quarter of an hour, which is why you're seeing a lot of 0.0, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75. Also this 18-and-a-half-hour session, and also this 23-hour and 45-minute session. 5 of these are the exact same when I order it by money, 20 best, or when I order it by time, 20 longest. I actually thought it'd be way more than just 5 of the 20 that overlap. I still think 5 is probably a lot if you looked at a lot of people's stats like that, because I know a lot of people, especially like back in like 07 to 2013, would say that their longest sessions were when they were losing early and played all night to try to break even. So their longest, in terms of hours, their longest sessions were probably like small losses, or maybe they eventually got to break even and then they left like satisfied with break even. And for me, it's been the opposite. I don't stay forever when the sessions are weak, but when they're great, I do, and my longest sessions are often ones with huge profits. So it's easy to look at your 20 best sessions and think, oh, I should have a very good hourly. Of course, they're your 20 best sessions of all time. What about on your 20 longest sessions? How good is your hourly? So if I'm looking at my 20 longest sessions of all time, this right-hand part of the graphic, the profit, $13,682. The hours, about $386. And what does that mean for the hourly? $35.48 per hour. That's, you know, it's a mix of 1-2 and 1-3. Just call it 1-3. 12 big blinds per hour. That is a great hourly for your longest sessions. You know, like I said, some people, their longest sessions were when they were trying to break even. I bet there are people out there, their 20 longest sessions, it's about, you know, 0 per hour. Losses, some small wins, they got back to even, they left. No, my 20 longest are still killer in terms of profit and hourly. And now what you might be thinking is, oh, so when things are going well, Rice stays, and Rice leaves after like an hour, 2 hours, when things are going poorly. I know I say things that might make you think that a lot. It's not like that at all. My worst sessions in terms of money are actually still pretty long. So right now, let's look at those. My worst 20 sessions in terms of profit, and let's look at the corresponding hours. 20 worst in terms of profit. My 20 absolute worst sessions, the worst this year at a mix of Bally's and Westgate, the only time I ever lost more than $1,000 in a day. And that's the column. The 20 worst, the 20 biggest losses, and the hours that go along with it. So it's not, like I said, it's not like I play for an hour, 2 hours, and leave. The average of these 20 worst sessions of my life, 7 hours and 5 minutes session length. That's still a lot. I bet there are people out there whose best 20 best sessions are under 7 hours and 5 minutes. I still stay. I give it a chance to be good. I switch casinos when I can, certain cities, of course Vegas. I give it a chance. It's just that I'm not going to stay for 15 hours when things are going poorly. I'm not saying when things are going poorly, you know, leave after an hour, leave after 90 minutes. But when things are going poorly, I mean, after like 6-7 hours, you can tell if things are going well or not. If they're not going well, there's no point to stay like 15 to 20 hours. The times in my life I've stayed 15 to 20 hours are when things are going great and I'm awake and I'm playing well and the players are poor and the runouts are going my way and everything is going perfectly and I'm very efficient with maximizing that day. Days like that don't come along too often. So when they do come along, I'm willing to stay forever. On the bad days, it's not like I leave after an hour. Still 7 hours, 5 minutes average on my worst 20 sessions all time. I might be the worldwide leader in that all time. Worst 20 sessions, what's the average session length? Seems pretty high to me, but there's no reason to kill yourself and play for like half a day, 3/4 of a day if that's happening. So when you can sense things are going poorly or things are going well, it's not like the difference to me between playing like 1 hour and playing 6, which might be the way it comes off when I talk like this. It's like the difference between like playing 7 hours and playing like 16. That's what I'm talking about. And remember, rice is a spoon food.